Good day everyone, my name is Joan Disabled together with my group mates Kathlene Mendoza and Julio Mercene, and we're going to discuss all about demisexuality. So what exactly does demisexual means? According to Healthline, demisexuality is a sexual orientation where the people only feel sexual attraction after an emotional bond has formed. This emotional bond doesn't necessarily mean love or romance. For demisexual, it is a friendship, including the platonic friendship. In an article from News 18, demisexuality is defined as when a sexual orientation cannot be achieved without an emotional bond that is known as demisexuality. Also, according to Healthline, demisexuality isn't all about sex. It is about the ability to feel the sexual attraction towards a specific people. Now let's talk about the demisexual with regards to their practices in their culture. The first one is demisexual individuals won't engage in a casual sex. According to an article in InStyle wrote by Tanner, for demisexual people, the sexual attraction isn't typically immediate. They are not the one to have hookups. But then, a demisexual people might still choose to have a casual sex if it aligns with another values such as spontaneity, physical pleasure, or just for fun. Another one is that sex for demisexual people might be rare or complicated. According to Tanner, not just because a demisexual people tend to have longer time to warm up to the idea of sex with another partner, that doesn't mean that they are not fully aware of what they are doing. Demisexuals are still capable of full, exciting, and wide-ranging sexual dynamics. Another one is that it will take time to have sex with someone who identifies himself or herself as demisexual. According to Anne Ship, the emotional connection and the personal safety is an important part of a demisexual relationship process, and it takes prioritization and attention by all partners involved. The last one is demisexuality means feminine versus masculine. As the gender stereotype for women or femme requires emotional and mental connection to one sex, while for men or masc, they are ready for sex all the time, according to Anne Ship. One of a demisexual personality is Sabone Pearson. She is a 22-year-old who loves to tell stories and challenge perspectives. She is passionate about the normalizing the mental health towards the Black community. Also, she is challenging stereotypes within the LGBTQIA+ community and bring awareness to those who are forgotten.
According to Lourdes Cabrera 2019, demisexuality is a product of evolutionary growth. It may be the start of a spiritually based path of higher learning and evolution. However, it did not begin in this life. It may also be the individual's fate to be taken to that point in their life cycle, where they are educated in modern schools of thought, which are not taught in school buildings. Situations can bring the person to that point in his or her life. It's possible that the person's evolution of attraction means they're linked from a previous life they didn't know about, and they were uniting without any emotional connection. It's just a reaffirmation of their previous bond, and this bond is sexually expressed. Another possibility is that the demisexual is uninterested in sexual intercourse. They just do it to share their feelings. An unknown past instilled in the individual a desire to form a connection with another person, and the desire to form a bond stemmed from unknown past experiences. In today's culture, such a personality is referred to as demisexual. In any case, it is merely a term used to describe a particular attitude or personality. People's moral values, on the other hand, could judge demisexuals, particularly if they live in a religious nation. However, in a culture where freedom of speech is protected by law, people's opinions are more open. That is what makes a person less judgmental. In fact, a demisexual is true to the term like attracts like, although he or she might be attracted to do it with someone desired or attracted to the person became selective because he or she had intellectually transcended a knowledge of the concept of sex in its gross perspective practice among humans. This state of mind is just a huge issue for those who do not regard sexuality or something to be done because it is pleasurable or because it is an individual's right to do so due to the freedom they enjoy. The sex factor is regarded as an instrument, a means in the beginning of a higher journey through the dimensional realms in the esoteric dimension of education. Although the end result cannot be achieved in a short period of time, I believe a lifetime is spent just to achieve it. So, just because someone is enlightened to a certain degree does not mean they are already karmaless. Why? Because as long as you exist in the physical world, you must follow your physical destiny and correct past mistakes, which is similar to paying a debt. And each person's payment will be different. It may be a small payment for those who have reached a higher level of consciousness, or a bigger payment for those who are just getting started, humans who have not immersed themselves in esoteric studies or lifestyles. On the other hand, simply go and return. The cycle is repeated indefinitely until they are awakened to the spiritual life.
As cited by Sean Ferguson on a web article, demisexual is not often heard when talking about the LGBTQ plus people, but surely they are a part of it. Um, these people are the ones who would only feel sexual attraction towards anybody if they have experienced deep emotional connection with them. It looks as if it's not necessary for it to be labeled, but as told by a demisexual, it's better labeled so that they would be able to identify what their gender is, and also it's a way to avoid confusion for other people. According to an article from the Times of India, which is written by Shashank Malviya, now in today's generation and times, the LGBTQ plus people are much widely accepted and welcomed in societies unlike before, since more genders have been identified and found and more people have opened up about it. As times goes by, it just became a part of the normal. Though discrimination is yet to be experienced by these people, the process of full acceptance is still progressive. According to an article by Chada Davis, one personality that we can look at as an example of a demisexual would be the character of Sheldon Cooper in The Big Bang Theory. This character was known to be someone who doesn't seem to have any interest with anyone. He felt this with a girl character in the show, which is Amy Farrah Fowler. But the longer he's been with her and until his connection with her lasted for years, that's when he only developed that sexual attraction towards her.